It's my forefathers' ancient collection, oil on canvas painting, painted by Paul Cézanne. Paul Cézanne, born in Aix-en-Provence in the south of France. Cézanne grew up in a wealthy family, Britannica. His father, a successful banker, deeply disapproved of his artistic ambitions and forced him to study law. However, with the encouragement of his childhood best friend, the famous novelist Émile Zola, Cezanne eventually abandoned law to study art in Paris. January 19, 1839, October 22, 1906, aged 67. Cezanne struggled to fit into the competitive Parisian art world. He suffered from severe self-doubt, paranoia, and depression, which caused him to constantly alternate between Paris and the quiet landscape of his hometown. In Paris, Cezanne befriended the Impressionist painter Camille Pissarro, who heavily influenced him to leave behind his dark, brooding early color palette for brighter colors painted directly under natural sunlight. Yet Cezanne did not want to capture just a fleeting moment in time like other impressionists. He wanted to create permanent, structured art. He famously believed that everything in nature could be reduced to basic geometric shapes: the cylinder, the sphere, and the cone. He developed complete, unique technique using deliberate block-like brush strokes to build from and deep perspective purely through color rather than using sharp outlines or traditional shadows. Cezanne was a painstaking perfectionist who spent weeks adjusting a single layout. He focused heavily on three genres. He loved painting apples and oranges because they did not move or decay quickly, allowing him to endlessly experiment with multiple visual angles in a single painting. A monumental series of 5 paintings depicting provincial peasants quietly playing cards. In 2011, one version from this series was sold to the royal family of Qatar for a record-breaking estimate over $250 million. In his later years, Cezanne became deeply obsessed with striking limestone mountain near his home, painting it dozens of times from different perspectives and in changing light. For most of his life, Cezanne was widely ridiculed by contemporary critics and rapidly rejected by the official Paris salon. He lived as a virtual recluse in Aix-en-Provence. True recognition only came toward the end of his life, following a major solo exhibition arranged by the dealer Ambroise Vollard in 1895. Suddenly, the younger generation of avant-garde artists hailed him as a brilliant visionary master. In October 1906, while painting outdoors in heavy storm, Cezanne caught severe pneumonia. He passes away a few days later at the age of 67.